cover blow seeps under the door. The hallway keeps a pocket of hush. Cool linen slides along quiet shoulders. The mirror gathers a thin haze of peach. Far across the rails, the skyline must be brightening here. The walls rest in diluted smoke. Your first step probably lands on warm pavement. Mine settles into a muted olive calm. May clear fortune sail softly in their path. May open windows welcome tender light. The small apartment carries a pale sigh and bruise, and devotion flickers slow like embers in glass. The kettle breathes in low percussion. A jacket hangs with patient grace. Dust lifts in fragile champagne spirals. Longing tastes like apple with winter frost. Cloud edges glow in softened rose. Breathing deepens into satin rain. May clear fortune sail softly in their path. May open windows welcome tender light. A small apartment carries a pale sigh and bruise, and devotion flickers slow like embers in glass. Sunbeams trace the edge of folded sheets. Old conversations hover in amber air. Feet apart is a quiet stretch of highway. Care travels steady, warm and unseen. May clear fortune settle softly in their path. May open windows welcome tender light. Morning dust shimmers in faded copper streams, and devotion remains glowing within solitude. Daybreak rests like a head on a chest. Bittersweet calm breathing under skin. A clear beam spills over the balcony rail. The kitchen tile remembers the night's cool breath. Loose leaves brush a chilled forearm. The cabinet door listens and faded on me. Beyond these rooftops, the shoreline must be glowing. Here, the wallpaper rests in washed out plum. The first call probably rings in bright comfort. Mine dissolves in a quiet graphite shade. May steady grace follow their every mile. May warm horizons lift without strain. This complex space carries a faint turquoise ache, and affection sways slow like curtains in mild wind. Stairwell hums in low brass tones. A teacup leaves a circle on oak. Dust floats in fragile lemon ribbons. Yearning tastes like raspberry with chilled air. Cloud layers thin in gentle coral light. Breathing deepens into muted pearl. May steady grace follow their every mile. May warm horizons lift without strain. This compact space carries a faint turquoise ache. And affection sways slow like curtains in mild wind. Sunlight gathers on a folded coat. Old ticket stubs shimmer in amber quiet. If distance is a harbor made of glass, carry anchors deep unseen but certain. May steady grace follow their every mile. May warm horizons lift without strain. Morning air glistens in clear harbor light. And affection endures, glowing in solitude. Daybreak settles along the collarbone. Bittersweet calm resting beneath the pulse. A honey line slips across the wall. The faucet keeps a trace of midnight chill. Bare shoulders meet the cotton breeze. The closet breeze in muted sandstone. Beyond these avenues, a skyline must be sparking here. The plaster settles in, washed out iris. Their first stare probably glows in warm clarity. Mine unfolds in a soft and pure calm. May quiet favor rest upon their steps. May white clearings open without strain. This narrow flat carries a pale vermilion bruise, and devotion turns slow like pages in dim light. The lobby clock comes in low breath. A silk ribbon slips from patient fingers. Light pools in diluted guac corner. Separation tastes like grape with cool stone air. Cloud edges shimmer in tender cantaloupe. Breathing deepens into muted charm. May quiet favor rest upon their steps. May white clearings open without strain. This narrow flat carries a pale vermilion bruise, and devotion turns slow like pages in dim light. Sunbeams lean on a waiting suitcase. Old letters flicker in silver hush. If distance is a field of thin glass, care walks across. Steady and unafraid, may quiet favor rest upon their steps. May white clearings open without strain. Morning air glows in honey slate tone, and devotion remains warm inside solitude. break settles like a shawl on the spine. Bittersweet calm breathing under the ribs. An ivory shimmer slips across the sink. The ceiling keeps a trace of midnight blue. Cool porcelain greets unhurried fingers. The wardrobe stands in muted clay. Beyond this coastline, the skyline must be stirring. Hear the curtains float in diluted time. Barely hours, probably glow in soft butter. Mine unfold in a calm graphite hush. May light decisions guide their every turn. May gentle breezes circle their name. This narrow hallway guards a faint aquake. And devotion breathes slow like incense at daybreak. The elevator sighs in distant rhythm. A mug leaves warmth on the wooden counter. Dust drifts in tender vanilla spirals. Separation tastes like cherry with cool rain. Clouds stretch thin in pale apricot bands. Breathing settles in a quiet lane and tone. May light decisions guide their every turn. May gentle breezes circle their name. This narrow hallway guards a faint aquake. And devotion breathes slow like incense at daybreak. Sunbeams gather on folded scarves. Old headlines flicker in sepia corners. If being alone is a quiet harbor, carry anchors deep, unseen yet steady. May light decisions guide their every turn. May gentle breezes circle their name. Morning air shimmers in ivory dust. And devotion remains warm within solitude. Daybreak closes like a well-read page. Hey, bittersweet calm, resting under the pole. A lavender tray spills across the sink. The balcony keeps a hush of fading ink. Cool marble greets a wandering heel. The wardrobe stands in muted parchment. Beyond these rivers, the skyline must be breathing. Hear the ceiling rests in thin sea foam. Their first message probably shines in warm clarity. Mine lingers in a softened graphite shade. May quiet radiance follow their footsteps. May white skylines open without weight. This modern space carries a pale saffron bruise. And devotion drifts slow like steam and still light. corridor light hums in low brass. A silver ring rests beside the basin. Dust gathers in diluted guava air. Separation tastes like fig with winter citrus. Cloud ribbons glow in brushed apricot haze. Breathing deepens into muted pearl calm. May quiet radiance follow their footsteps. May white skylines open without weight. This modest space carries a pale saffron bruise, and devotion drifts slow like steam in still light. Sunbeams lean against a folded coat. Old postcards shimmer in silver hush. If distance is a narrow bridge of glass, care crosses steady, unseen yet warm. May quiet radiance follow their footsteps. May white skylines open without weight. Morning air flickers in lavender transit light, and devotion remains steady in solitude. Daybreak settles softly along the collarbone. Bittersweet calm breathing beneath the ribs. A shy gleam slips through London curtains. The carpet keeps the last trace of night. Cold tiles murmur under wandering steps. The faucet blinks in dim chrome in another time zone. A kettle must be singing. Here the ceiling carries a pale olive tint. Their day is probably ripening like mango light. Mine lingers in a soft charcoal whisper. May gentle fortune break through their hours. May wide avenues glow in tender amber. This narrow room shelters a powder blue bruise, and affection burns slow like sugar on a spoon. Breathe out empty sighs. A bus sighs past in distant rhythm. A sweater slides over quiet shoulders. Separation tastes like plum and mineral water. The skyline loosens its lavender ribbon. Breathing turns warm. May gentle fortune break through their glow in tender amber. This narrow room shelters a powder blue bruise, and affection burns slow like sugar on a spoon. Sunlight leans against the bookshelf. Old voicemail echoes like seashell hush. If being alone is a long hallway, care walks it calmly, barefoot and bright. May gentle fortune break through the hours. May wide avenues glow in tender amber. Morning dust shimmers in opal streams, and affection burns on, steady in solitude. pulls into a quiet promise. Bittersweet air resting beneath the breath. A pearl sheen drifts over the counter. The window keeps a hush of fading violet. Cool air brushes the salad neckline. The cupboard waits in muted flags. Somewhere beyond these hills, a boulevard must be waking. Hear the ceiling wristing thin pistachio. Their morning traffic probably hums in clear amber. Mine lingers in a softened I-am shade. Made gentle progress, follow their horizon. May open pathways rise in quiet light. The small dwelling holds a pale indigo bruise, and devotion turns a mile like syrup in shadow. Stair rail chills, an absent palm. A scarf falls in patient folds. Dust gathers in diluted nectarine. Urine tastes like plum. The rosewater gleam slips across the tiles. The doorway holds a fading trace of ink. Cool glass rests against the quiet palm. The dresser hums a muted cinnamon. Far beyond the sky when the train must be arriving. Hear the wallpaper breeze and soften teal. As sunrise draw the ripples in bright linen. Mind settles into a calm sepia hush. Make kind momentum carry their footsteps. Make clear chances open without a weight. This modest room shelters a thin periwinkle bruise, and devotion glows mild like honey in shade. Patient rhythm. A cardigan slips from narrow shoulders. Light pools and faint pistachio corners. Distance tastes like melon with cool mineral air. Oh, cloud ribbons stretching diluted peace. Breathing slows into velvety ash. Make kind momentum carry their footsteps. Make clear chances open without a weight. This modest room shelters a thin periwinkle bruise, and devotion blows mild like honey in shade. Headlines drifting silver quiet. If separation is a long stretch of river, care flows steady, unseen but warm. Make kind momentum carry their footsteps. Make clear chances open without a weight. Morning air thinkers in rosewater light, and devotion remains steady in solitude. Daybreak settles like silk on the collarbone. Bittersweet calm humming beneath the breath. Sandalwood glove bushes, the cedar line. The window holds a whisper fading indigo. Cool stone greets a restless hue. The wardrobe waits in muted linen. Beyond these rooftops, the shoreline must be brightening. Here the walls resting thin, celadon. The early meeting probably hums in warm amber. Mind settles into a softened steel calm. May soft fortune rise along their horizon. May clear laughter bloom without weight. This narrow street carries a pale marigold bruise, and devotion flows slow like oil in quiet water. flickers and low brass. A leather bag leans against the chair. Dust drifts and diluted light. Yeah, distance tastes like peach with wintertime. Cloud edges low in brushed rose haze. Breathing deepens into muted ivory. May our fortune rise along their horizon. May clear laughter bloom without wing. This narrow sweet carries a pale marigold bruise, and devotion flows slow like oil in quiet water. Sunbeams pause on a folded cardigan. Old headlines shimmer in silver hush. If separation is a ribbon of cool glass, care walks across steady and May our fortune rise along their horizon. May clear laughter bloom without weight. Morning air shimmers in sandalwood light, and devotion remains glowing within solitude. Daybreak rests gently along the collarbone. Bittersweet comb breathing beneath the ribs. A thin blush spills across the blinds. The sinkholes, a pocket of fading night. Cool marble kisses, the bottom of bare feet. The closet door size open in beige. Somewhere laughter must be rising like toast, yeah. The walls breathe in quiet smoke gray. Their morning probably tastes like ripe pear. Mine lingers in a slow unsalted hush. May bright hours circle gently around their feet. May open skies rest soft upon their shoulders. This small table guards a fragile ivory ache, and devotion glows low, steady as a pilot light. The staircase creaks in Nudity fashion. Newspapers sleep by the door. A spoon clinks against porcelain thought. Distance feels like chilled apricot skin. Clouds drifting, pale champagne lines. Breath warms the center of the chest. May bright hours circle gently around their names. May open skies rest soft upon their shoulders. This small table guards a fragile ivory ache, and devotion glows low, steady as a pilot light. Sunbeams stretch like lazy cat. Old messages flicker in dim corners. If solitude is a room with tall windows, settles in, golden and unafraid. May bright hours circle Jenny around her neck. May open skies rest soft upon their shoulders. Morning dust dances in tender copper light, and devotion glows on, even in quiet company. Daybreak closes its gentle alley. Ooh, bittersweet warm, resting beneath the skin. The pale horizon melts like watered milk. The hallway carries a fragile glow. Pillows cool into a quiet frost. The mirror holds a faded dawn. Far away, a window must be opening. Hear the ceiling drips in dusty lilac. Their footsteps probably meet warm pavement. Mine echo on a tender blue tile. May sunlight settle sweet in their hair. May every crossroad bloom in gentle gold. This living room cradles a thin ash silence, and longing sways slowly, soft as chiffon. Refrigerator hums a low confession. Socks slide across the sleepy floor. A cup leaves a crescent on the table. Missing feels like tart cranberry light. Ooh, cloud edges shimmer in quiet bronze. Breathing turns slow, almost translucent. May sunlight settle sweet in their hair. May every crossroad bloom in gentle gold. This living room cradles a thin ash silence, and longing sways slowly, soft as chiffon. Steam rises in shy spirals. Old Sundays flicker behind the eyes. If distance is a river of glass, care drifts across, unbroken and warm. May sunlight settle sweet in their hair. May every crossroad bloom in gentle gold. Morning brushes silver along the walls, and longing sways softly, yet stands alone. Daylight folds into a quiet envelope. Bittersweet warmth resting under the rib. The saffron thread slips through the shade. The countertop cools and fade. brushes a chilled collarbone. The pantry door blinks in soft hope. On a distant street, footsteps must be quickening here. The ceiling floats in water jade. Their breakfast table proudly shines in warm cream. Mine waits in a muted graphite stillness. Mazy laughter rests alone that morning. May small victories bloom in open air. This narrow kitchen keeps a fragile lilac bruise, and devotion moves slow like syrup in glass. Your stairwell hums a low percussion. A newspaper sighs beside the mat. Lipstick rests uncapped on the sink. Absence tastes like kiwi with mineral chill. Cloud bands stretching diluted coral. Breathing softens into velvet gray. Mazy laughter rests along their morning. They small victories bloom in open air. This narrow kitchen keeps a fragile lilac bruise, and Jerusalem moves slow like syrup in glass. Sunlight leans against the quiet stove. Old photographs shimmering tender pewter. If separation is a long pale ribbon, care ties you gently, never too tight. Mazy laughter rest along their morning. May small victories bloom at open air. Morning light scatters in saffron dust, and devotion moves on steady and alone. Daybreak settles like a folded shawl. Bittersweet warmth humming under skin. Thin light drips in porcelain tones. Radiators whisper to the pale walls. Bare feet meet the cool oak floor. Curtains breathe a faded rose. A distant city stretches and yawns. My shadow pools in muted teal. Somewhere, smile is waking easy here. It lingers like unsweetened cocoa. May their hours unfold in satin calm. May luck rest lightly on their skin. This kitchen holds a lavender silence, and the heart stays tender in its own still orbit. Mailbox blinks with an empty grin. Sparrow stitch soft line. flowers at the window's edge. Breath settles into a quiet amber. May their hours unfold in satin calm. May light rest lightly on their skin. This kitchen holds a lavender silence, and the heart stays tender in its own still orbit. Steam curls like a thoughtful ghost. Old laughter clings to the hallway air. Solitude fits like a tailored sweater. Affection hums low, steady and warm. May their hours unfold in satin calm. May light rest lightly on their skin. Morning spills the blush across the ceiling, and the heart stays tender even alone in its orbit. The day opens with porcelain patience, bittersweet breath gently glowing. A narrow beam paints the ceiling in cream. The window inhales the last shade of navy. Bare ankles brush against woven cotton. The bookshelf watches in quiet umber. Far beyond this map, a door must be closing softly. Hear the air rush and diluted lemon. The coffee probably steams in bright comfort. Mine cools in a porcelain pause. May gentle triumph settle in their chest. May soft horizons open without weight. This small corner carries a tender intake. An affection hums low like vinyl at dawn. The corridor light flickers in shy pulses. A delivery truck rolls through muted silver. A ring left on the table glints faintly. Longing tastes like fig with winter water. Clouds gather in brushed apricot strokes. Breathing deepens into mellow gray. May gentle triumph settle in their chest. May soft horizons open without weight. This small corner carries a tender intake. An affection hums low like vinyl at dawn. Sunlight stretches across folded laundry. Old sentences hover in quiet sepia. If being apart is a slow turning tide, care remains constant, warm as linen. May gentle triumph settle in their chest. May soft horizons open without weight. Morning dust glows in pale gold ribbons. And affection hums on, steady in aloneness. La da da da. Daybreak closes its translucent curtain. Bittersweet calm resting beneath the heartbeat. A tangerine wash grazes the ceiling edge. The doorway keeps a trace of cool indigo. Bare heels press into oven jute. The cupboard stands in quiet oatmeal. Across the freeway, a The skyline must be shimmering here. The paint dries and softens moss. Their early train probably hums in bright rhythm. Mine slows in a charcoal hush. May quiet blessings gather in their stride. May open mornings rise without weight. This narrow studio hides a faint cerulean bruise, and devotion swirls slow like cream in dark coffee. Intercom clears his dusty throat. A silk blouse slips over patient skin. Light settles in diluted papaya corners. Absence tastes like blackberry with winter mint. Clouds stretch thin in apricot glaze. Breathing turns soft as brush suede. May quiet blessings gather in their stride. May open mornings rise without weight. This narrow studio hides a faint cerulean bruise, and devotion swirls slow like cream in dark coffee. Sunbeams rest on a folded newspaper. Old receipts flicker in silver memory. If separation is a long amber bridge, care crosses steady, unseen yet warm. May quiet blessings gather in their stride. May open mornings rise without weight. Morning air glows in muted tangerine light. Devotion endures, steady in solitude. Daybreak settles along the collarbone. Bittersweet calm humming beneath the ribs. Ooh. Fever AM, it tastes like pale mint. Streetlights exhale their last amber. Coffee breath warms a quiet mug. Windows wear a thin grey shawl. A phone stays face down, pretending to sleep. Loneliness hums in soft cobalt. Somewhere, sunlight is already honey. Here, the heart keeps a slow silver drizzle. Let their laughter land like warm bread. Let their days turn into butter gold. This room holds the leftover blue velvet, and the wish keeps glowing even when alone. Elevators yawn in the empty hall. A train line sketches thin white veins. Calendar pages flutter like shy birds. Missing you tastes like cold citrus rain. The horizon buttons up its blood. Breath by breath, the silence learns. Let their laughter land like warm breath. Let their days turn into butter gold. This room holds a leftover blue velvet, and the wish keeps glowing even when alone. A small moon slips into a pocket of cloud. Old memories cling like ice in a glass. If solitude is a cold it feels tonight, still love stays warm without asking. Let their laughter land like warm breath. Let their days turn into butter gold. Don't pour speech light on the floorboard, and the wish keeps breathing even when alone. Morning opens, this quiet paperback. Hope tastes bittersweet, still withholding. A pale stripe settles on the window frame. The kettle guards the last breath of night. Cool fabric drapes across quiet hips. The hallway mirror blurs in faint apricot. Far past these bridges, a harbor must be glowing. Here, the paint rests in softened eucalyptus. Their commute probably hums in golden rhythm. Mine drifts in a graphite love. May tender chances line that open road. May clear life echo without strain. This shelters a thin ultramarine bruise, and devotion circles slow like smoke in still air. The mail slot clinks in patient silver. The heel taps lightly on the wooden floor. Dust gathers in diluted mango light. Distance tastes like pear with chilled rain. Cloud seams glow in brushed coral haze. Breathing deepens in minuted alabaster. May tender chances line their roper road. May clear laughter echo without strain. This compact love shelters a thin ultramarine bruise, and devotion circles slow like smoke in still air. Sunbeams stretch across folded denim. Old voicemails flicker in sepia quiet. If separation is a ribbon of clear glass, care ties it gently, steady and warm. May tender chances line their open road. May clear laughter echo without strain. Morning that shimmers in blue line and light, and devotion remains glowing within solitude. Daybreak rests softly along the collarbone. Bittersweet calm breathing under the skin. First light spills like diluted apricot. The ceiling fan stirs a quiet sight. Sheets cool down to a shade of pearl. The petal clicks its lonely tongue. Across the miles, the morning blooms here. The air feels faintly rusted. Their sky must be turning soft and bright. Mine lingers in a watercolor hush. May joy wrap around their shoulders like silk. May every doorway open in warm beige light. This apartment keeps a trace of indigo waking. Hope flickers steady in the half-lit room. Traffic murmurs in a distant key. Pigeons scatter silver dust from rooftop. A photograph rests against the lamp. Longing taste of grapefruit and rain. Clouds button up the fragile dawn. Breath settles into a tender gray. May joy wrap around their shoulders like silk. May every doorway open in warm beige light. This apartment keeps a trace of indigo aching. Hope flickers steady in the half-lit room. The sun slides in barefoot and shy. Old promises float like steam above tea. Solitude drapes softly over bare skin. Yet affection stays warm in its own small flame. May joy wrap around their shoulders like silk. May every doorway open in warm beige light. Morning paints the floor in quiet coral. And hope flickers steady daybreak folds its amber letter closed. Bittersweet light rests gently on the chest. A citrine shimmer slips across the floor. The doorway cradles a trace of midnight blue. Cool granite steadies a wandering step. The wardrobe listens in muted oath. Beyond these avenues, a coastline must be glowing here. The ceiling fades into softened sage. Their early laughter probably rings in warm clarity. Mine drifts in a tempered iron calm. May gentle promise rise along their skyline. May clear pathways open without strain. This modest room shelters a pale lilac rose. And devotion circles slow like syrup, dim light. Stairwell breeze in low percussion. The silk blouse rests against the chair. Dust floats in diluted papaya air. Separation tastes like apricot with cool rain. Cloud bands shimmer in tender coral wash. Breathing deepens into muted ivory high. May gentle promise rise along this skyline. May clear pathways open without strain. This modest room shelters a pale lilac bruise, and devotion circles slow like syrup in dim light. Sunbeams gather on a folded scarf. Old messages flicker in silver quiet. If distance is a harbor made of glass, carry anchors deep, unseen yet warm. May gentle promise rise along this skyline. May clear pathways open without strain. Morning air glows in citrine harbor light, and devotion remains steady within solitude. Daybreak rests softly along the collarbone. Bittersweet calm.